I've got 16 matches and nearly 2 hours of wrestling coverage to talk about. Let's get to it. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dark Elevation and AEW Dark. 7 matches on Dark Elevation, 9 matches on Dark. That makes 16. That's how math works. Let me know your thoughts on these shows in the comments, please. And stay tuned for the last minute of this review for a special message. Don't worry, nothing bad, but I've got a message for the end. So anyway, we start off with Dark Elevation. Good to start with the show that was on first. Otherwise, it would get all weird and maybe the universe would fucking implode. Possibly. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Anyway, Tony Schiavone, Paul White, and Mark Henry on commentary. The infamous Bobby Fish taking on Robert Anthony. Good to see Robert Anthony back on AEW programming. This wasn't bad. Anthony did have a good showing here. Did hit a nice delayed suplex. Then leg focus by Bobby Fish, and eventually he hit a buzzsaw kick for 3. It wasn't bad. It served its purpose, and Anthony had a good showing here. Though I kept calling them Bobbert for whatever reason because I'm just weird like that. So let's move on. Diamante, Emi Sakura, and the Bunny took on Sky Blue, Heather Reckless, and Queen Amenata. I'm always screwing that up because I'm wanting to flip the layers around because I'm just really goddamn weird. I don't know, it just seems like it should be the other way around. But whatever, Queen Amenata, I'm going to get that right one of these days, has a very good look. She's statuesque. She's got a look that makes you want to pay more attention to her. Sky Blue has some good energy. I'm not that familiar with Heather Reckless. In this match, Sky got a pop because this did take place in Chicago, and she is from Chicago, Illinois. It was okay, but, anytime Emi Sakura is involved in one of these, I just tune out, because I don't really care for her in the ring. I understand she does a lot of stuff backstage, and that's great. The Bunny did bleed buckets in that, match that was on Rampage, and Diamante hasn't really meant much of anything since that feud with Big Swole. And we get a triple down the rabbit hole for 3, and the referee just allowed it. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. Scorpio Sky with Dan Lambert, the sheepish lion Dan Lambert, took on Stephen Wolf. And Ethan Page joined commentary. And this was quick because there was a TKO 1, 2, 3. And then we get a Revolution plug. And then we get J-U-L-A-A hard against Ari Alexander. Julia showing a bit more heelish stuff and getting a little more vicious and everything. And scissored her opponent to get the victory. Ari also shouted a bit and got a few shots, but did not last very long. And then Dante Martin took on Aaron Solo. It's fine. Dante Martin's a pretty good athlete. Aaron Solo is serviceable and actually even pretty decent as far as a talent. He's just not very interesting as a personality. Dante Martin eventually hits a double jump moonsault for the victory. It was fine. Then we get the Gun Club and the Acclaim versus Lee Johnson, Brock Anderson, Matt Sydal, and Lee Moriarty. More people. We need more goddamn people here. Oh, here's Billy Gunn also. Hooray, more people. So since we're in Chicago, Max Caster decided to go for the jugular. Not the juggler. That's how you actually stop a circus. You always go for the jugular. But anyway, he says if you think you can beat the Acclaim, you better wait. You must be higher than the Chicago murder rate. And man, the reactions from the crowd, that was insane. He did say, I'll make your eyes pop out more than Lori. God. Oh, Jesus. God, that was Lori. Was it Long? I actually totally forgot the name. It was Lori Long something. It was just, I Googled the name and then just because Caster's thing about the Chicago murder rate just totally fried my brain. It was funny. It was ridiculous. And my God, it was a typical 8-man. It wasn't bad. It just was a mess. Because what are you going to get when you just put a bunch of talents in an 8-man and just say, go out and do some stuff? That's what they did. They did their typical stuff. Ass Boys chants because the Gun Club is the Ass Boys. And we get a melee and we get a boombox to the head with a chain on it because they have to put a gimmick on a gimmick. And then the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, surprise roll up 1, 2, 3. Chaos Project took on the Best Friend. No, I said. No. Got to give the people what they want. That's what they did during this. But no, I didn't care about this match. Strong Zero, 1, 2, 3. Let's move on to Dark. Excalibur and Taz on commentary. 9 matches here, near an hour of action. I mean, they really could have cut a couple matches, like maybe shaved a minute off of a couple of them, and I don't think it would have been bad. J-U-L-A-A. Hart took on Kelsey Heather, who was very, very pretty blonde that was part of Lashley's crew Lashley's ladies on, some episodes of Raw and everything. She was the one that stood out the most to me. And she wrestled on AEW programming at one point. I think on the same night that she was actually part of a taped Raw, but it is what, but, Dark and Dark Elevation are taped. The whole point is that she is also a wrestler, and she has a good look. And then, even though, Kelsey got her shots in, Julia dominated this and got the scissoring for the victory. That was fine. And Julia, she's changing. She changing because of the eye patch on her head. As opposed to the eye patch anywhere else. Why would you not have an eye patch on your head? So Hobbs took on a guy named Gus de la Vega. And oh boy, Mr. Gus just got killed. Absolutely killed. Mauled, maimed, torture rack. And then Shivani interviews Hobbs. And then Hobbs says, Dante, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. He goes to beat the guy up. Dante, seemingly teleporting into the goddamn venue, attacks and hits a dive. My goodness, that was good. Dante, God forbid, and again, knock on wood, I don't have wood anywhere here. I don't have wood right now. Oh no, I went limp. It happens to people 41 years and up. Moving on. Dante, provided that he can stay virtually injury-free, the guy's going to be a fucking star. And Hobbs has a great fucking look as well. He's going to be a star. Gun Club took on Liam Gray and Adrian Alanis. Quick draw for 3. In the next match, Mercedes Martinez took on Queen Amenata. 2 tall, statuesque women. The Queen got in a few shots, and Mercedes was like, I'm going to be the baddie here, and I'm going to destroy you. And she did. And got a fisherwoman's buster, if you want to be technical about it, getting the victory there. And then a Wheeler Yuta interview. He wants to start winning. He doesn't want to just have good showings. He wants to start winning. Okay, fair. Kind of the whole point of wrestling. And Anthony Monster Go-Go has a new theme. Actually, these themes are courtesy of the Who We Are album. It stands for Excellence. Proceeds go to the Bootsy Collins Foundation. All right. I can't fault that. I think they should get more money from those shirts they do for for Heart Month. But whatever. I guess $2 is better than 20 cents. I still think they probably should give, 80% of the proceeds, maybe, or 100%. It's not like AEW can't, afford to do something like that. But whatever. Anthony Monster Go-Go has a new theme. He took on Tony Vincita. And Tony tried to anger Anthony. That was his undoing. And then he got hit with a TKO drop and a KO punch, bare knuckle punch, and he was out. He even draped the flag over him. Because, god damn it, those dastardly British people. Sorry, Cody Rhodes overtook me for a second. It was a terrible idea for him to do that goddamn promo. Where he might as well say January 6th was fine. So, Lee Moriarty versus Anthony Henry. Who has hair like I had in high school, because I actually had hair that green. It gave me flashbacks, good flashbacks. Anthony Green actually did some good stuff here. Hit a very nice brainbuster, had a good showing. But then got hit with a flatliner variation, 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Then Giovanni interviews Lee Moriarty, where he says he's driven. It's a metamorphosis of Lee Moriarty. Okay. So, that was fine. And, he did say watch their step, protect their neck. Okay. All right. Then we get Anna Jay against Casey Lennox. Anna has improved. Casey Lennox shouted, got a few shots in, but fell to the Queen Slayer. Del Sol took on Serpentico. Seriously? Nothing against either of these people as people. Why was this match given, a good amount of time? I mean, it probably only went maybe 5 to 6 minutes, but whatever. Luther, he just serves no purpose. I'm sorry, he serves no purpose. We get a stomp for 3. The action was fine. These guys are okay. I didn't care. And then Wheeler Yuta took on Aaron Solo in a match that was fine. It was fine. It was a fine match. It was a fine match, and Wheeler Yuta gets the victory with most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling, a surprise roll-up. Nick Camarado comes down and gloms him, and here's Orange Cassidy, who just moves out of the way of everybody and then protects Wheeler. Okay, so here's a special message at the end, guys. I'm considering totally dropping these reviews. This is the Dark Elevation and the Dark reviews. Here's why. Last year, I dropped the NWA reviews because I didn't have any reason to continue them. It was I wasn't really enjoying it, even though there are some good talents on the roster. Also, since, seeing that, seeing where they've gone, they brought in a lot more problem people that I don't fucking care about. That's not the case here with AEW Dark and Dark Elevation. I review Raw, NXT, SmackDown. I review AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage. And then there's also the retro reviews and the other stuff and whatever that I do. And also the interest for Dark Elevation and Dark. That's why I started combining the reviews, or that's why I started really shortening the reviews before, because it was just getting to where there wasn't enough material. Then I wanted to combine them. And it's not that there aren't a few enjoyable things on either show, and I know it's to feature up-and-coming talent and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I won't watch it. I'm not saying I'll never review it again. But if you don't see any more Dark Elevation and Dark reviews after this, it's because I'm giving myself a bit of a break. I'm reviewing a lot of weekly content every single week, in addition to working full-time and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to put it on you guys. Not at all. I appreciate everybody for watching, whether you're watching this review or all my reviews. It means a lot. But I think I'm going to actually give up on reviewing these because it's not adding a bunch to the channel. There's not a lot of, buzz around Dark Elevation and Dark. And even though they're shortening the shows, there isn't enough material. I don't care about the storylines. And the last few weeks, the last few months, in all honesty, have had a few good moments. And some talents were like, oh, that guy's got a great look. Oh, she's got a great look. This could work. And they'll go right back to featuring talents that I just don't care about. And I already have plenty of programs that I watch where they'll have something great and then they'll do nothing good. For a little bit. So I think I might be giving up on these. So if you don't see any more Dark Elevation and Dark reviews, don't fret. There'll be plenty of content. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. I'll see you soon.